If you are waking up in Georgia, Alabama, or anywhere in the deep South this morning, you know the feeling. The air is thick enough to chew on. We talk a lot about the heat down here, but we don't talk enough about the heaviness. That specific, puffy feeling where your skin feels too tight for your body. You wake up and your fingers look like sausages. Your wedding ring won't slide past the knuckle. And when you swing your legs out of bed, your ankles feel like they are wearing lead weights. We call this the southern swell. And while the humidity plays a part, it is not the only culprit. We have to be honest about our culture. Southern hospitality is built on flavor, and flavor often means one specific mineral: sodium. When you combine high humidity outside with a high salt diet inside, you create a sodium trap. Your body panics and holds on to every drop of water it can find. I am not here to tell you to throw away your grandmother's biscuit recipe. That is not realistic. But if you are living with this heaviness every day, you are putting a massive strain on your heart and your kidneys. Your body is trying to flush this water out, but it is chemically locked in by the salt you ate yesterday. You might think the solution is to stop eating. But what if I told you the problem isn't just that you ate salt, it's that you didn't drink the antidote? We need to break the chemical lock. To do that, you first need to see exactly how sodium turns your cells into water balloons, and why drinking plain water isn't enough to pop them. To understand why just drinking more plain water won't fix this, I want you to picture the cells in your legs like this dry sponge. When you eat that salty ham or those canned green beans, you are sprinkling sodium crystals into your cells. And here is the absolute rule of biology you need to know. Water always follows salt. Medical experts call this osmosis. The salt inside your cells acts like a powerful magnet. It pulls water out of your bloodstream and locks it inside your skin tissue. That is why your ankles look puffy. That isn't fat. It is survival fluid. Your body is holding onto that water to dilute the toxic levels of salt so it doesn't damage your system. The problem is, as long as the salt is trapped there, your kidneys can't release the water. They are chemically gridlocked. Now, many doctors will prescribe a diuretic, a water pill, to forcefully wring out the sponge. And while necessary for some conditions, long-term use can be harsh on your kidneys. We want to pop the balloon naturally. To do that, we don't need to force the water out, we need to force the salt out. And to do that, we need to introduce sodium's biological rival, a mineral that physically kicks salt out of your body. So the salt has turned your legs into water balloons. To pop them safely, let's mix up the exact recipe that triggers this exchange in your kitchen. To activate that biological pump and kick the salt out, we need to flood your system with potassium first thing in the morning. I call this the salt flush elixir. It starts with 12 ounces of warm water and a squeeze of fresh lemon. The lemon isn't just for flavor. The citric acid acts as a gentle wake-up call for your liver and kidneys. But the secret weapon is this. It looks like baking powder, and you probably have it in your pantry right now for baking biscuits. It's called cream of tartar. Most people don't know that cream of tartar is actually crystallized potassium packed into a powder. It is one of the most potent sources of potassium on Earth. Stir just half a teaspoon into your lemon water. That small amount provides a massive hit of the specific mineral needed to unlock your cells. As that potassium enters your bloodstream, it forces the sodium out of your tissues and into your kidneys to be flushed away. Now, if you hate the taste of cream of tartar, you can use nature's backup plan. Cucumbers. They are natural diuretics loaded with potassium and water. Timing is critical. You must drink this before you eat breakfast. Your kidneys are most active in the morning, and we want to catch them while they are in filtering mode. Within an hour, you will likely need to visit the bathroom. That is the sign that the flush is working. The balloon is deflating. Now we have changed the chemistry of your blood to release the water. That is step one. But to make sure that fluid actually leaves your ankles and doesn't just sit there, We need to use a specific mechanical trigger to shake it down to the drain. We have chemically unlocked the water from your cells with our morning elixir. But right now, that fluid is just sitting loosely in your tissues, waiting for a bus to take it to the kidneys. That bus is your lymphatic system. Unlike your blood, which has a heart to pump it, your lymph system has no pump. It relies 100% on movement and vibration to flow. If you drink your flush and then sit down to read the paper, that released water just settles right back into your ankles. We need to create a vertical vibration to move it. This brings us to the kidney kickstart, or what exercise physiologists call the heel drop. It is the simplest, most effective way to wake up your drainage system. Stand at your kitchen counter, holding on for safety, of course. Lift your heels up onto your tiptoes, and then let them drop freely. Don't lower them gently. You want a distinct thud when your heels hit the floor. That little shock wave shoots up your skeleton. It shakes the one-way valves in your lymphatic vessels open and dumps the fluid into the filtration system. Do this 30 times. It takes less than 60 seconds. You are literally shaking the water down to the drain so you can pee it out. You've flushed the system chemically with the elixir, and you've flushed it mechanically with the heel drop. But if we don't fix the hidden salt bombs lurking in your pantry right now, you'll just refill the tank by dinner time. Let's look at how to keep your southern flavor without the southern swelling. We have successfully shaken the excess fluid down with the heel drop. But it makes no sense to bail water out of a sinking boat if we keep drilling new holes in the bottom. In the South, we love our canned goods. Collards, black-eyed peas, butter beans. They are convenient and they are delicious. But that liquid they are swimming in? That is liquid swelling. Just half a cup of that brine can contain enough sodium to lock fluid in your ankles for 48 hours. I am not asking you to stop eating beans. I am asking you to follow the rinse rule. Dump the can into a colander and rinse it under cold water for just 10 seconds until the bubbles disappear. Studies show this removes 40% of the sodium instantly. Think of it like a discount coupon for your health. You get to keep the fiber and the nutrients, but you get 40% off the swelling. Now, I know what you are thinking. But doctor, if I rinse the beans and don't use my salt pork, it won't taste like anything. This is where the swap comes in. We crave that smoky, savory depth that ham hocks provide. You can get that exact flavor profile without the salt using smoked paprika. Be generous with it. It tricks your tongue into thinking you are eating smoked meat, but because it's a spice, it contains 0 sodium. You get the soul of the food without the swelling of the side effects. Your tongue is happy, and your ankles stay slim. It's not about losing the flavor of the South. It's about losing the weight of the water. Let's put this all together. So, you now have a complete defense system against the southern swell. You have the morning flush to unlock the cells, the heel drop to drain the lymph, and the rinse and swap to stop the refill. It is a 3-step rhythm. Flush the salt, drop the fluid, and rinse the beans. It takes less than 5 minutes of your day, but it saves your kidneys hours of stress. By doing this, you aren't just fitting into your shoes better. You are taking a massive load off your heart. You are reclaiming the energy that gravity was stealing from you. Because the goal isn't to leave the South or to stop enjoying your culture. The goal is to feel light, to enjoy a sunset on the porch without feeling like your ankles are shackled. You deserve to enjoy your retirement with lightness and energy, no matter what the humidity index says today. If this salt flush protocol made sense to you, please share this video with a neighbor or friend who complains about their bad knees. You might just save them a trip to the doctor. Now, usually where there is salt swelling, there is also high blood pressure. If you want to know which common southern fruit works like a natural pressure valve, you need to watch this video next on the red fruit that helps your arteries relax instantly. Protect your kidneys, enjoy your grits in moderation, and I will see you in the next video.